When it comes to money, I mean, let's face it, emotions can sometimes lead us down a dangerous path. Our friend Al Riddick, president of Game Time Budgeting, learned that lesson the hard way during a recent celebration. So, Al, it is great to see you here in the studio. So, speaking of that, I understand you and your wife had a very special celebration. What was it?
We did, sir. We finally turned the big 5-0. So this year, we wanted to do something big. So we ended up taking a 2-week vacation, Pete. So we spent a week in Dubai, and then we followed that up with a week in Maldives. Now, the cool part was that we were able to scratch off a few things on our bucket list. So 2-week vacation was up there. I've never flown on a double-decker airplane, so that was pretty cool. And when we got to Dubai, we were able to visit the world's tallest building. The view from the top was absolutely amazing, and we also saw the world's largest choreographed water fountain. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed it more than I actually thought I would. And by the time we got to Maldives, we've always wanted to stay in one of those over-the-water villas, so we checked that off. And I've always wanted to have dinner at an underwater restaurant. So, Pete, imagine you get on this elevator above sea level, and when you get off, you're 22 feet deep in the ocean, and the entire restaurant, it's just glass everywhere so that you can see all the fish and the coral reef. It was amazing, sir.
Oh, my gosh. All the photos look amazing, Al. I have to ask, though, was there anything unusual that happened on your trip?
There was something very unusual, Pete. So we were hanging out at the Dubai Mall, second largest mall in the world, and we were hungry because it was around lunchtime. So we stopped at this restaurant. We were perusing the menu, and we were like, well, let's go in. The food looks good on the menu. So we have lunch. Food amazing again. But when the server came, they said, would you like us to convert this to US dollars? So they converted from dirhams, which is the Dubai form of currency, over to US dollars. Pete, we spent almost $200 having lunch.
Oh,
like,
my gosh.
Oh, my God, right?
Wow. Well, aside from the sticker shock, I mean, but obviously with Game Time Budgeting, you always take something away from this. What did you learn from that experience?
The biggest lesson, it was actually a refreshing wake-up call. Because my wife and I were in a constant state of euphoria, we didn't even pay attention to the fact that we needed to convert the prices into US dollars. So, of course, we got a little emotional, and we just did what we normally do. We went and had lunch. Well, when the bill came, that was the big surprise, but it was a reminder regarding how people act during the holidays. You know, we get excited over the sounds, the sights, the taste of new foods, and of course, the emotion of the holiday spirit as well. But when you can make emotion-driven financial decisions, there's almost always going to be a negative consequence at the end. So that was our reminder to always count the cost, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't always work out well when your emotions lead to your spending.
That's
Al,
so true.
What did you learn from this that's going to help you prevent that from happening again, or maybe somebody watching at home to help them prevent that from happening?
So the biggest lesson we learned, when you experience a negative outcome with money, usually it creates a little groove in your mind where you never forget that experience. So going forward, we're going to always remember to convert whatever country's currency into US dollars before we make a buying decision. So for people shopping right now during the holidays, please remember to do the math, because math does not lie. And at the end of the day, money is math, and math is money, sir.
There you go. Well, Al, happy belated birthday to you and your wife. And for folks who are watching at home, I mean, this is proof that, you know, with budgeting, you can plan that wonderful trip. If someone wants to learn more about Game Time Budgeting, Al, or get in touch with you, how can they do that?
So they can just call the office, 513-813-3275, or just visit the website, gametimebudgeting.com.
All right, we'll do it. Al Riddick, thanks so much.
Thank you.